When we first saw Coen, he was full of tubes, hanging out everywhere. But I looked at him and he was the most beautiful, perfect little baby I'd ever seen. And then the doctors came and told us that his kidneys were non-functioning and it was not good. Really, really not good.
And we got sat down with the doctors and basically asked if we wanted nature to take its course, or were we ready for the fight we were about to have.
Yes, we want to do treatment and keep him alive. He's my baby.
It was right down to business immediately. Otherwise, he wasn't going to survive. He was hooked to dialysis with a test tube within hours of him being born. We were both really scared. I think, unfortunately, you think about the worst and something like that happens, not just... We both worked really hard in our life to get where we were at. And you just think about maybe we're going to lose everything we worked for. Worked so hard for, because this was going to sink us financially, and we both had to leave our jobs right away and just focus on what was about to happen.
During the time we were separated for the 4 months, it was very, very hard on Chris and I, because we were so focused on Coen, keeping him alive, and knowing that Leighton was home without us, being 4 years old, and not really understanding why that we weren't home with him. Because a 4-year-old doesn't really, they don't understand. The dialysis was a lot of work. It was 8 to 12 hours every day. We had to scrub up like we were going into surgery. We had a medical room in the house.
His dialysis machine was bigger than him.
His dialysis at home started to fail, and he started to go downhill, and we knew that meant he needed a transplant, but they kept telling us he was too small, so we had to start hemodialysis in Vancouver, which meant we had to go 4 days a week on the ferry back and forth so that we could just get him a little bigger and find a donor.
We have to get a kidney transplant. They tested Tannis wasn't a match, and then I got tested and I wasn't a match either.
We needed a transplant, like, quick.
And then that's when it almost got a bit more scary, because now we have to find him a kidney.
So we put a cry out to the community.
Over 400 people almost came out.
And unbelievably enough, a very close family friend came forward.
I told Tannis that I would get involved.
My friend gave me a kidney.
It was... I don't know how to describe it.
And it was strange, just I just knew that things would work out well and that I was going to be a match.
It was unbelievable for someone to come like that, someone that was really close to our family already, and just to step up and be so unselfish and just know it was the right thing to do.
I felt very privileged and honored to be able to be a part of something so special.
And it was just unbelievable to want to help us and go in and And he ended up being a perfect match. Coen was gonna be okay.
For me, it was a no-brainer, having kids of my own. If I couldn't have helped my kids, I would want somebody else to step in to help mine.
If it wasn't for people like the people that support the David Foster Foundation, we just wouldn't be where we are today. We knew that if the way that the David Foster Foundation had helped us already, that, and with how good it was, that we knew that if something more were to happen, we could ask again. We knew that we had someone looking out for us all the time, and that was, we could just focus on Coen getting better and getting our family back to a normal family.
All you want to think about is your child. You don't really want to have to worry so much about how you're gonna make it to get groceries or gas or traveling, or it's just, you just need to focus on what you have to focus on, your child's health. And that was a godsend to us at the time, to have that help to alleviate the financial pressure for sure.
If I didn't have Coen in my life today, life would just not be fun. I'd just be by myself, not being able to do all the fun stuff with Coen, like bouncing on the trampoline with him. And yeah, life wouldn't be as good without Coen.
We're just so thankful to David and his mother who started it all.
Hey, buddy. How you doing, pal? Good. Hey, wanna go for a walk?